Today on the show we are going to talk about Vision 2040 and something that Uganda launched about 3 weeks ago. Very exciting. The president signed the book, and we are going to look at Vision 2040 in the eyes of the common man. Well, our parliamentarians have done their job. They have discussed. National Planning Authority has set out the roadmap to 2040. But the question is, among very many people, is this vision actually achievable? There was a plan where we had trains, where we had skyscrapers. Well, skyscrapers are starting to go up, but is this actually achievable? If you have anything to say, just go to Facebook or tweet us or send us a text on your phone to 6565. I'll probably start by asking, what do you know about Vision 2040? What have you heard?
It is achievable, but the only thing which can make it not achievable is corruption.
What do you know about? Yes, it is achievable, but when they say Vision 2040 is here, what are some of the things that you noted about this?
It will be another city. I don't find myself pathing there up.
Roads climbing each other.
It will be a fantastic city.
Fantastic.
But maybe after fighting corruption. Yeah.
Vision 2040, let me just give you some of the highlights of Vision 2040. Ugandans who are living below the poverty line, who are currently at 25%, will have reduced to 5% by the year 2040. Percentage y'abantu kati below the poverty line kitegeza nti buli lunaku ofuna less than $2,200 $2,250. $2,500, so you live below the poverty line. Tujja kuba reducing ebitundu 5 ku buli 100 by 2040. The 11% of Ugandans who have access to electricity will have increased to 80%. This is where I expect people to clap. No, yeah, they are not clapping. 11 to 80%. That's in 30 years. Literally every Ugandan will have access to electricity. While those accessing safe piped clean water will have increased to 80% from 15%.
I want to be in that world.
Also, the development plan suggests that Uganda's level of urbanization will have increased to 60% in the next 30 years from the current 13%.
Will it be for free or?
They did tell us.
What do you mean?
Of course. I've moved to various villages.
Yes.
Whereby, like, if someone gets 1,000 or 5,000, we'll see like as if it's something really. Or now, like, if you get now like 10,000, maybe you give it to someone. There is a way they look at it like it's not possible. You get it? So now, like, if someone says, everyone will be able to access that unless it is for free. Yeah, that's what they think.
But you have kufuna obukadde 2 and more.
Mwagala naye tebukyali maaso 2040. Kiri maaso nnyo. Era natuukira okufuna obukadde 2 ate sente ejja kuba eweddemu.
Inflation.
Nja kuba nfuna obukadde 2 naye ng'ate oluvalu yayo tekyalina. Ng'era giringa kati bwe nfuna 2. Kuba kiri maaso 2040 singa bagamba nti 2020 kale kiri kumpi ne 2040 tujja kubeera tetulinawo nkyukakyuka kuba kiri mu maaso.
Nzo kufuna obukadde 2 naye wani are going to buy a hen.
Oh,
sure. You are two because but you are going to buy a hen, just a hen. You buy a bag of money. We are going to buy a coat.
Yes. Let's look at some of the projections. For example, in the health sector, everyone will have health insurance, universal health insurance.
Who will be paying?
Government should be paying.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure? That's impressive.
You know, the government is saying all this and planning all this, considering that we have oil, and they are planning, okay, when oil comes, we shall have built schools, we shall have built roads, had high-speed train just bought from Mukabale to here. It's no longer 7 hours. Within 30 minutes,
they are talking of oil.
You are here.
Yes. Let's start. Let it be. If the moment they started running that oil, those guys immediately they start now. You see the stomach penetrating. You ask, hey, where is the money? Where is the money? Where is the money? When they are changing their money, it is not our money. They are talking of oil. That time will come, you will see.
So for you, it's not an issue of whether we shall get the money. It's an issue of who will chew the money.
Do you believe in this?
When you look at the current trend,
yes,
especially in the civil service, in the central government it is okay, but when you come to local government, those people down there, it is worse. And when you go to teachers, I don't know what can I say. Because with the teachers, secondary school teachers, some of them are earning the salary of primary teachers.
Yes.
For those who are lucky, who are on the payroll,
yes,
but very many are not on the payroll. Now when you look at the civil servants in the local government, I don't know what to say, because almost we are like those peasants there who did go to school, like farmers.
Farmers are earning more.
Actually, they are earning more. But when you go to a place like in Utareja there, where you're cultivating something like, okay, fine, maize, and you in an acre you can get on about 4 bags. Are you together? You are like a him. There is no difference.
Right.
Because you get somebody in Utareja is qualified, CPA, did certified public accountant, has a degree. Actually, at the level at which is in that place, the money is getting about 700,000. Tell me what do you really get from there? So I'm saying if the current trend is to continue, all what we are talking about will be for only a few people.
Well, my question, I guess, would be, isn't there anyone who believes, who has dreamt of a Uganda, especially because, well, our politicians have traveled a lot. Begombi ebintu bingi, bagala babirete wano, nafe, at one point you get on a train, in 30 minutes, tuone jamono. By that time, hopefully, nafe tuja kubera in a mini train, ngamochiteka abantu. Can't you believe in this vision? Is it?
Yeah, now, for example, we believe in this vision. For example, they are saying power, you said reduced by 80%. Now, go in the villages, see what has happening. For people who are benefiting from that power in rural area, you're not stealing. With this very small wires moving in the bush, and it's very dangerous to kill the people.
Yes.
You go to Bugisu, you go to Utareja. Are we together? Now, are we improving or what are we doing?
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. You have brought power near people, but they don't have the capacity to pay.
Let us take a look at Patrick Birungi, who is the head of economic and strategic planning at the National Planning Authority. But we just bottlenecks. What will be some of the challenges in achieving Vision 2040, but also our government has been talking about fundamentals. What are the fundamentals that should be? Government is going to go back to fundamentals so that they help us achieve this. What are some of the fundamentals that government should start looking at for us to be able to achieve Vision 2040? Take a look at this.
The core issues and targets are quite varied, but I'll concentrate on the major ones. First, it looks at harnessing opportunities that this country is endowed with by strengthening fundamentals. Now, opportunities include tourism, agriculture, oil and gas, other minerals, abundant labor force, and so on. But most action will take place in trying to improve the fundamentals, which include infrastructure. This could be transport infrastructure like railway and roads. It could be infrastructure for energy, like the production of energy. So the Vision 2040 talks about Karuma, Ayago, Isimba coming on board in the next few years. The Vision 2040 also looks at infrastructure for water for production, so that people in the agriculture sector can have water that can be used for irrigation, and so that we don't have a problem of seasonal dependence in agriculture. To achieve Vision 2040, first of all, we need to look at it as our responsibility as Ugandans. Vision 2040 proposes some policy shifts that are required Like one, government has to change the way it's doing business. The way it's doing business has to stop and be able to be more people-centered. Two, we have to change mindsets of every Ugandan. There is mindsets, you can call it attitude or mindsets. Attitude to work must change. Attitude towards the future must change. At the day of the launch, the kids reminded us that the motto for Uganda is for God and my country, not for God and my stomach. So we must change our mindsets and work towards delivering for the people of Uganda.
Yes, we are advancing to corporate corruption. I'm very grateful with the planning.
Yes.
They have very brilliant issues and they are very good. But there is something they forgot about, which is very important, which must be moved together. This is stability and change of power. Because we are very, with Museveni we are very sure, you know, security is okay. By 2040, he may not be there. So that transition from Museveni to another government, we don't know what might happen. So insecurity may also bog down all what has been planned. So there was a need also to plan for change of government to be sure that what will happen in 2040 is okay.
Mr. Minunji has talked about changing our mindset for the future.
Yes, but talking about the
and what I hear is that some of you are a bit worried about the future, and of course he highlights the transition of the president to another government. What's your
reaction? But as singa but jabatuwadde vision nti within 40 years tuja kuba eno ne batuwa formula at this years will be here. Do you think it will work? Do you think we'll be there?
Of course it might work, but everything needs to be everything needs to be taken in a step by step.
Final words before you leave, yes, sir. Well, we'll pray for you, boss.
Okay.
Thank you so much for
Not
your
at all.
contribution.
We pray for civil servants.
Okay.
Wakati abakozi abasinga oluusi ne baba yasoma afuna sente ntini kati ate oluusi osanga omuntu nga teyasoma naye nga afuna ate sente nyingi okusinga bano abalala bakola ki abasoma kati ekyo naye gyokuba ensonga emu egenza okulemesa kuba kati abafuna ennyingi bojjukira liki gye bakulako eba y'amaanyi okusinga bano abafuna obusente nga butini era ne planning yabwe eba ntono nnyo.